Soundwaves Radio, the soundtrack of the World Wide Web. Your host, Deacon, is speaking on the weekend. In studio with big moves. Visit number 2. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves from left to right?
I'm Wesley Singerman, and I play guitar.
I'm Taylor Dexter, I play drums.
I'm Blake Strauss, guitarist.
I'm Jess Imi, and I sing and play stuff sometimes.
So, the last time they were here, the debut album had just come out, or was going to come out, right around the time when it came out. Had a lot of great response, great reviews, great acclaim. You guys did a show at, what was that Garth Trinidad show at?
It was at an old jean factory in Venice.
Stronghold in Venice.
Stronghold,
Yes.
yeah.
You ripped it down.
Yeah, that was real fun.
Rosario Dawson losing her shit
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
in front,
man.
which was nice.
We gotta get her out to another show.
You guys are now at the stage of a new EP that's just come out, right? They're gonna come
About
out.
to come out. Yeah.
About to come out. Lanterns. What was the road from the completion of the last album to this EP?
The songwriting has developed a lot and matured since the original full length has come out. I feel we now that we are a 5-piece and everybody is contributing to the songwriting a lot more. The songs have really matured and taken on a new overall timbre, and some of it. The Lanterns EP is pretty lighthearted, and the new material is actually going to be probably darker and just a more mature sound, I think.
There definitely kind of seems to be like a bit of a whimsical feel on the songs that have come out in the EP. Are you guys going to kind of put them juxtapose them next to each other, or is it were you trying to do like hard and soft, dark, light type of thing, or just kind of happening naturally?
I don't know if we necessarily had a direction in mind when we started, or when Blake started writing a lot of this stuff. I don't know. I think we're all kind of believers of the fact that like albums tend to be snapshots in that band's kind of life, and when In the Beginning came out, that was the kind of big move snapshot of everybody at the time and what was going on, and since then people have kind of grown up and we've had a lot of different experiences with each one of our lives, and it's kind of, because of that, our songwriting has changed. The things that we like to hear in our songs have changed, and so sometimes those things can be pretty dark and evil, and sometimes they're the happiest things that you'll ever hear.
Half of it was written well before the other half was, or I guess the music part, Blake had Parrots and Groundbreaking Studies written before, a while ago, but we had actually the two other songs, My Room Became a Force and Lanterns, written, and obviously Evolution Theory, which is on In the Beginning, written and recorded well before we actually went in and did Parrots and Groundbreaking. So I think the emotional aspects of the two of the halves are totally different, and that might have a play in what you were saying about how it's got kind of a whimsical feel. It's kind of just that, and also had a part in the placement of the songs on the EP.
That makes sense. Like you were saying, it's a snapshot of the feelings that was different.
Yeah.
It's like a different period of time.
Yeah, it's a good way.
As a very big music nerds, so true. And I love it because a lot of on the first album, a lot of feelings of Steely Dan in terms of bringing the jazz influence in, just the time and whatnot. But would you guys kind of say you had a particular, or have had a particular muse since the last album was completed, in terms of maybe not necessarily things that you refer to, but things that you've kind of been listening to kind of put you in a headspace? Or
yeah, I think obviously there's a prominent jazz background just with the songwriting, but there's 3 or 4 bands that I think we all mutually love and turn to for influence, and that'd probably be Land of Talk, Dirty Projectors, Broken Social Scene, and Deerhoof. And I feel like those have really influenced a lot of the new songwriting.
Yeah. And of course, we're all influenced individually by all of those bands, and we all have our own separate influences, which when combined, you know, they kind of yield different results as far as like when we actually create our music. So it's not that we don't always listen to just those 4 bands, of course.
It's nice that you guys have a very organic process. It seems it's not like a forced type of thing. Like we want to make angry records, and this is what we're gonna do. And even if we're happy, damn it, we're gonna be angry one way or another. Like it seems like you guys just kind of let whatever you're feeling come out, and that is like the honest snapshot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lanterns was kind of like, we had kind of a theme, but we just kind of stumbled across it, but it's kind of playful, almost, like,
Nostalgic in a way.
nostalgic, yeah, like a lot of stuff going back to like childhood memories. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely has. I actually played with my niece and nephew, and they like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the whole Big Moves thing is to try and be musically technical, but at the same time, we want everyone to be able to listen to it and be able to digest it, and for it to not be too heady, you know what I mean?
Currently, are you guys looking to piece together album number 2, or is it just kind of flowing naturally right now at this point?
We've been hard at work working on all the new material. I say we probably have close to like 11 or 12 songs that are almost fully pieced together, and tons of different, you know, other parts scattered around that we're trying to just finalize. And the plan, the dream, is to get that recorded sometime mid-year, and hopefully put that out. Of course, the EP has been on our plate, and we're doing everything we can to make it a big release, and we're so excited to finally get it out there.
We're also kind of searching for a good producer to help us with the next record, next full length. Kind of been searching around, doing some shopping, so we'll see.
Hint, hint.
Oh, I've been getting a lot of love also with Garth. Garth has been playing new stuff.
Yeah, Garth is the man. Shout out to Garth.
Yeah,
He's been hooking us up with some airtime and giving us shout outs on the radio and stuff, so it's been real helpful.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have people like him on our side, you know, whether, you know, whoever it may be, you know, there's more than one person that has done things like that for Big Moves, and we're just extremely grateful to have people like that are so supportive.
Eric J. Lawrence also.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't even have the EP if it wasn't for Garth, because we wrote 2 of the songs for this, he wanted to pitch us for a commercial, so
Oh,
he's
wow.
like, we need these 2 songs like in a couple days.
Yeah,
And
it's
we're
true.
So which 2 were those?
Groundbreaking Studies in Parrots.
Oh, wow.
And like,
I
It
can
was
see
for the
those.
World Cup thing.
we were like,
Yeah.
what do we
Really?
do?
Yeah.
Like,
It was a very weird circumstance how we
Was it like
came
Nike?
about into the studio writing those. They were written. It's just getting them recorded was such a...
So like the fire under our ass a little
Oh.
bit.
Yeah. Like, you've got 3 days. We need
there
2
was a
songs.
lot of pressure, and
Go.
we didn't really have anything super commercial friendly ready yet, so
They have notes, as you can tell, for a top 5, but we have, coincidentally enough, seen notes all the way across. We have 5 minutes to get downstairs and record this episode, so we're about to go downstairs and do episode 124 with these fantastic young folks, and then hopefully we'll have time to do a top 5. But for now, where can the kids at home find you guys online?
www.bigmovesband.com. That's our website.
WWW, not 2 W's.
Did I say WW?
Sure, yeah, it's very hip hop of you, yeah. WW, yeah.
So let me say that again for
Go
editing
for it, yeah,
purposes.
go
www.bigmovesband.com. And there we have all our links to all our social networking sites. You can hear music, and soon we'll be having like some merch up there and links to buy our songs online and stuff.
And
like
we're on Twitter, @BigMoves, so
At
please
Big
follow
Moves.
us
Nice.
and tweet at us.
Getting your e-game up, that's nice. That's always good.
Sure.
So the kids are. Gotta know who the kids are. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Big Moves. Catch the audio from the episode 124, on the website Soundwaves KPFK.com. Until next time, peace. Soundwaves KPFK, brand new, revised. That's right, we had an old top 5 with these guys, but that shit is gone. New top 5 as per their request. let's hit them all with the same top 5. Let's do top 5 albums.
Okay, albums. I'm gonna go with The Best of Two Worlds. It's an album with Stan Getz and Joao Gilberto. One of the more obscure Brazilian albums, but it's amazing. Offend Maggie by Deerhoof changed my life, and probably like my favorite album of all time right now. White Pony by the Deftones, that's the album that got me into playing drums. Abe Cunningham, amazing drummer, and a huge influence on my playing. Fashion Nugget by Cake, great album, timeless. And The Life by the Cardigans.
So my top 5 albums in no particular order. First being Electric Ladyland. I think that was an old one of mine by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Tapestry by Carole King. I think that's probably one of the best records from, you know, beginning to end as far as songwriting goes and performance. She's just amazing. Cloak and Cipher by Land of Talk. I think should have won an award. It was the latest album by Land of Talk from Canada. Just incredible songwriting. Every chorus on every song of that album is like incredible. The Reminder by Feist is definitely one of my influences for my vocal parts, and with Feist in general. It just really has always influenced me on the way that I sing and the way I approach music. And Bite Orca by the Dirty Projectors is a fantastic album. Totally different and unique.
My first album is an album called Earth Tones by Peter Bernstein. And he's a jazz guitarist, and he's just incredible. The first time I ever heard him play, it was just really changed my whole entire concept of how I wanted to play guitar and the things that I wanted to get out of my guitar. And just every song in that album is great. I would say The Runners 4 by Deerhoof. I totally agree with Taylor that Offend Maggie is unbelievable, changed my life completely, but Runners 4, to me, that is like my sound for Deerhoof. That is like, it's like the ideal album, just 20 songs of just unbelievably good everything. And Dirty Projectors, I also picked an album by them called Rise Above that really just the harmonies, vocal-wise, just the songwriting, the things that they did with this album is just mind-blowing to me, and I love everything that they did on it. Across the Way by Brad Shepik. He's a really cool kind of jazz guitar player. He's got this really interesting, exotic, moody sound, and he draws a lot of world influences, and he kind of filters them through his New York jazz kind of Brooklyn apartment. And then Movin' Wes by Wes Montgomery. And to me, Wes Montgomery is like the epitome of jazz guitar and of just guitar players in general. He's absolutely incredible, and that album has just nothing but amazing sounds on it.
So the top 5 albums that I've been feeling as of late, there's a release by the Octopus Project called Hexadecagon, which is a great minimalist album. They're fantastic musicians, and when I first heard it, it blew me off my feet. There's this album by Broken Social Scene called Feel Good Lost, and I fall asleep to it every night. It's like their first work, and it's when it was just the 2 main guys, Kevin Drew and Brennan Koenig, and it's just some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever heard. My favorite, well, I said of the moment, but my favorite collection of musical pieces ever is Warner Haas playing Ravel's solo piano music, and it's basically influenced me and my songwriting to no extent. Since Jess took Cloak and Cipher, which totally blew me off my feet too, I'm gonna go with Joe Pass's trio album, Portraits of Duke Ellington, and that was a great influence on my jazz playing. And the last one is not an album, but actually a day trotter session. check out daytrotter.com. Great website. They put up free sessions of up-and-coming bands. A Daytrotter session of a group called Cloud Nothings, and it's just raw and live, and I think it's a new and upcoming sound, and it's pretty fantastic. You should check it out.